Who voices Velvet? She doesn't seem familiar to me. Ring that raises Art's defense. Christina V. Never heard of her. What else does she do? Wait, active skill. What was that about? Here she breathes oxygen. Oh, that's very what do you call it? Fancy? No. Foreign? No. Like exotic. Yeah. Exotic. Yes, erotic. That's what I said. Erotic, erotic. Put your hands all over my body.
Hi, Celica. I'm back. I can't believe it's been 7 years since we lost you. And the baby you carried.
Oh, wow. Holy crap.
I got to bring your princessias.
Princessias? Really?
You, Mom and Dad all loved those flowers. And I know your child would have too. I'm sorry. I'll pick some from the Cape tomorrow.
Damn, that's savage. Marker for Arthur and Celica's unborn child stands the gravestones on Velvet's parents and her sister Celica. Wait. Beside a grave marker for Arthur and Celica's unborn child stands the gravestones for Velvet's parents and her sister Celica. Inscribed upon the many taller pillars of the following words: "This little life will spread its wings and soar through the skies." Well, I mean, they can't really do that right now. You know, being dead and all. So it's like one grave for her parents and then one grave for her sister and her niece? That's... Why not 4 graves? Why not 4? Have you considered a career in music? As someone who is never coming up with good ideas, I think you should. Wow! No, people... No. People don't get buried together. They get buried next to one another, but they get their own grave. At the very least, there should be 3 gravestones, right? You know, like a urn for the baby or something like that. I mean, unborn. I don't know. We're getting into a topic I don't want to talk about. People share headstones? I've never heard of it.
Luffy, I told you to stay in bed.
I was only up for a little.
Look.
I've never heard of shared headstones before.
Go lie down and I'll cook dinner.
I'm sorry.
What's this?
A compass. It uses a magnet to tell you which way you're facing.
Magnets? How do those work? Must be
Use the
miracles.
sun and stars for that.
And what'll you do if it's cloudy, huh? Thanks to this invention, we'll even be able to voyage across the ocean. See? It's designed to stay level, so your heading will be true even when the ship is rolling with the waves. Pretty neat, right?
If you say so, Luffy.
Come on, it's a must-have for any adventure. Can't you see how useful it is?
You can tell me more about it later.
Did they hurt you?
Not a scratch, and I brought back plenty. I can hear Arthur already. Gosh, Velvet, I think it's time you learned all my secret arts.
He isn't coming home tonight, is he?
How do you know that?
Sarah stopped by and told me.
Arthur is Moloch? Huh, you really can talk to Molokim, can't you?
Yeah, Arthur says I've got exorcist potential.
No kidding. I think you'll be an exorcist to rival even him. I can tell you've been learning all sorts of things from his book collection.
I really want to become an exorcist. I want to go traveling with you and see all the wonders of the world. I'll hunt and chop firewood, and if demons come for us, I'll defend you. I wish I could do that.
But instead, I'm gonna die in the next cutscene.
You'll get there, Laphicet. It should only take... 20 years tops.
It won't take me that long.
Oh yeah? You better prove it to me then. Start with this lovely...
I'm just making a guess. I've never played this game before.
Every last mouthful, even if you don't feel hungry. And take your medicine, no matter how nasty it tastes. No tricks. Am I clear?
Yes,
Just usually when they set this kind of thing up, it's like,
Right, cooking time.
let's talk about the future
First,
of
I need
your
to light the
life.
stove.
And then it's supposed to feel ironic or, you know, depressing when they die the next cutscene. You know, it's supposed to, it's a very cliche thing to do.
It's so easy to light Arthur's firewood. I wonder what his trick is.
Velvet?
Why do we even have the spoiler
Could you
Discord?
not put any spinach in the stew?
You'll never grow up if you're picky with your food, you know.
I know, but just for today?
Fine, fine. I'll leave out the spinach just this once.
I need
And I'll make it
sleep
that curry
really
flavor you
bad.
like.
Really? Thanks, Velvet.
There's some of Arthur's special curry spice upstairs, isn't there?
Ugh, I hate it when they do that. Like when they the typical rice balls and curry are like the most loved and favorite food stuff of everybody ever in the history of time in anime games. Just
There you go.
so contrived.
Not spicy hot, but oh so delicious. Oh yeah, I saw Nico today, and she had very important things to talk about. She's coming over in the next couple days, so be on your best behavior.
I will. I'm glad you've got a good friend.
Yeah, we've known each other since forever. Still, Nico falling in love.
I think this is like a
I
prologue,
can
sort
barely wrap
of.
my head around it. Laffy, you know, if there's a girl you like, you'll tell Big Sister all about it, right?
Girl?
You're a stubborn little brat, so you might need an older girl to keep you under control. Oh, and she's gotta be a good cook. A pro in the kitchen is a success at life.
Knock it off, Velvet! You should be more worried about your own love life.
Me? I've got enough on my mind. For one thing, I've got to cook for you and Arthur since Celica is gone. Besides, getting crushes on strange men, I just don't see what's so...
Tales games all have different stories and worlds and stuff.
Luffy, what's wrong?
They're not really connected. Yeah, that's a boy. He's like freaking 10 years old.
Are you all
He's
right?
voiced by a girl,
I'll
by
bring
the
you
way.
some water.
You can
I'm
tell.
fine. You just said something funny is all. And it made me choke a bit.
As long as you're okay. Sorry, I went off on a tangent there.
Who knows what the future holds?
Yeah, but what more can I do? I've got a duty to look after my little brother, and I'm serious about it.
I know, but I'm trying to look after you too.
As a
want
little
you to be
brother.
happy. That's all. And it's not just me. Arthur worries about you too.
Well, we're family, right?
Yeah, that's what families do.
Thanks, Luffy.
Gotta really connect
I'd
that
kill
family
every
line
last prickle born
before
the
he
forest if
dies.
it came down to it. What am I doing? I need to hurry and get dinner ready.
See, here's the thing. They're trying to make this connection between you and him, like really laying it on thick. And how much of a happy family, you know, golly gee, it's just like the 50s. It's such a happy family, and they love each other so much because they want you to try and feel something when Lassifon dies, which is very likely to happen in the next, like, 2 seconds.
Isn't this Arthur's book? Is Luffy really reading stuff this dense?
She voices Riven in League of Legends.
Squint his eyes right out.
And Shantae. Oh. She voices Risky Boots and Shantae. Okay, I haven't. I've played League and I played Riven in League, but years ago.
The day before Scarlet Night, Sis went prickleboar hunting on her own. She's almost as good a fighter as Arthur, so I know those prickleboars don't stand a chance. But I worry that she's too athletic to land a husband. Maybe she should try to be more ladylike.
That's...
Scamp. He just knew I'd be reading this, didn't he?
Sexist. Good old Japan and their archaic mindset still. Don't get out of bed! What are you doing? Get out of bed! How dare you get out of bed? Get back in bed, you little shit! I will slap you across the face so hard, your face will come out your ass! That's the true love of family right there.
Medicine.
Well, I did promise. Tomorrow's a Scarlet Night.
Yeah, just like that night that changed our lives.
Velvet, may I sleep next to you tonight?
Of course.
So I watch anime in English or Japanese, typically Japanese, but if it's got decent dubs, I'll do English. Most of the time there just aren't dubs available, that's the reason why. Like Cowboy Bebop, I'll always watch in English. Always, always, always. Same with Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay, let's see. Today, I've got to dry some meat and use that cheese I've been saving to make a quiche for... Luffy? You little... Where have you gone? You
That
better
little
not have
shit.
gone to the village alone. I bet your fever hasn't even gone down.
Hard to say if I've seen an anime she's voicing. I'll just name a few I might have seen them. I watch a decent amount of anime. Just, you know, I get pretty picky about my anime, to be honest, because like 9 out of 10 animes are like, I was just a normal schoolboy except this, and that's like 90% of anime. You know, it's just like generic school anime with like one quirky little quirk with the same story, the same typical dialogue, the same interactions. It just something's gotta you know, pique my interest. It can't just be the same nonsense over and over again. Yeah, Cowboy Bebop is just good no matter what. One Punch! Exactly, One Punch Man is a prime example of something unique and fun.
No, I haven't seen him.
Ring of the Shield Hero and Seven Deadly Sins, haven't seen either of those.
Wait, that's one of Arthur's.
Actually, it's a copy that Locke
I have
sent
seen
me.
One Punch.
A smart merchant would pay a pretty penny for this book. I gave him a fair trade.
Luffy, did he really copy all that by hand? Oh, he must have done it to buy that compass.
No, though he gave it some puppy eyes. Told him I'd throw it in for free, but he said that it would be a bad deal for me. He's a good lad, but not the merchant type.
That's
So,
a really impractical
what did he use
compass.
the money for?
I'm afraid my lips are sealed. You'll have to ask him.
She's Ophelia, an Octopath Traveler? Ah, that makes sense. I'm not entirely fond of her voice acting right now. It's too Saturday morning cartoon, overly happy.
Not okay. Where'd you see him?
He was
It's like-
headed for the forest. I'll help you look for him.
Thanks.
Even when she's
Do a
sad, I
sweep
can
of the
hear her
village,
smiling.
Just in case. I'll check the forest.
I'll check the forest. Okay, my brother is missing and is likely dead. All right. You know, that's kind of.
I know. He might have gone to the cape to pick flowers.
Exactly. I mean, it's sweet and endearing, and it's a cute voice and everything, but it's not fitting the tone for what she's acting right now. Thank you, Ark, for the 1,010 bits. Nice timing, man. Nice timing.
I was going to have them join the search, but they won't move at all. It's like they're scared of something.
Oh, you're a good boy. Amber Blade. How much monies do I have? I have not enough monies. She's Sync in FF Awakening. Well, Sync is type 0. Sync. So in type 0, the characters are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Queen, King, Ace. Deck of cards. Sync is Cinco 8. Little money, I know, man, right now. That's my life. There's a exclamation mark thing. I wanna see the dialogue. Talk to me, Bert!
Have you seen Laphicet?
Nope. Can't say that I have.
All right. Let me know the second you see him.
Got it.
Oh,
See
5.
that
Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, Cinco
He refuses
5.
to stay
Right.
in bed.
Thank you.
He needs his rest, but he's always walking around or reading outside.
I can't say
Oh,
I'm
hello.
surprised. He's always been a curious lad.
What's up, Shadows?
He likes reading difficult books. When I saw him the other day,
Ephemeral
he told
Fantasia
me all
camera!
about the latest navigation
Whoa!
techniques and exotic farming methods too. Only one kid in a million is as smart as he is.
You're exaggerating. Well, maybe not.
It's a shame. If he could go to school in the capital, I'm sure he'd make a name for himself as a scholar.
The capital? Isn't that days and days by ship from Taliesin? No way. Not happening. Even if he gets better, I could never let him go that far away all by himself.
He can handle it. He's actually a very responsible boy. I don't think you need to worry.
I couldn't handle it. I would worry. And be lonely.
Oh dear. What happened? We fixed it. It just feels like, hold on, does this feel smooth FPS to you? Because to me it looks rough on OBS versus what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like 60 FPS. Smooth to you guys? Okay. I'll have to watch the VOD to make sure. Oh, there's another NPC to talk to. Looking at my OBS, OBS itself, like the OBS like preview, is not very accurate. I'll have to watch a VOD to see what output FPS it is. It should be 60 FPS
Did you hear
though.
the news? Tonight is going to be another Scarlet Night.
I remember the moon turned red 7 years ago. But what is it anyway?
It's a red lunar eclipse. It happens every several years or so. Apparently, you can predict the next one by watching the movements of the stars. According to legend, a crimson moon is a gate that connects our world to the next. It's also said to be proof of humanity's sins.
You sure know a lot about it.
Laphicet taught me, just a few minutes ago.
You saw Laffy? Where'd he go?
Actually, I don't know. Sorry.
Aww.
Looks like 1 FPS to you. Perfect. Perfect. Excellent. That's what I was going for. It shows up as at 60 FPS, but doesn't look like that. Okay. It's possible that it's not set to capture correctly. Let me try something here. It's gonna go away for a little bit. I don't know why it goes away when I select resolution type. Oh yeah, that looks better, doesn't it? Well, how about that? I had settings incorrect on my OBS. I fixed something. That makes me feel good. Listen, all you gotta do, guys, is stream for 4 years, and you too can learn the basics of how to set up your OBS. Hi, let's kill you.
Right, here goes! Is that all? Fluffy!
Velvet.
I had the capture
How's
incorrect.
your fever?
It was like set to
Fine.
default
I
or
was just
whatever.
taking a break.
You little... You know better than this, Laphicet.
You little
Without
scamp.
telling me. What if something happened to you? You wouldn't be the only one hurt. Do you understand that?
I'm sorry.
If you want to do something, just ask. I know I'm a crummy big sister, and I can't afford to buy you all the things you want.
No, that's not why I went out. You see, it was just...
I get it. You're right. I forgot the flowers for the graves.
Just give him some
Yeah.
grass.
So I was going out to the
Pull some
cape,
grass and just like
and
throw
I
it on the
thought,
grave like, hey, I miss you guys or
want to
whatever.
see the ocean too, don't you?
Well, yeah, that too.
Fine. Just for today, though.
Are you sure?
I am. But next time you run off like that, I'm strapping you to your bed.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. It's off to the Cape then.
Hooray!
Off to the sock. Die.
Right, here goes! Not bad.
I want to go this way. I went the wrong way. I beat Dragon Quarter? Yes. Please. You're gonna make me throw up if you talk about Dragon Quarter too much.
Not bad.
Killing the entire ecosystem? Damn straight.
Not bad.
Man, I can just blaze through these battles real fast. I like this. I'm about battle systems like this that you can just jam through them. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. This is becoming quite interesting to me. I hope it stays this way and doesn't become like really annoying. You know, I mean, obviously additional challenges are needed to keep it interesting and everything, but like, just to kind of pop through. Oh boy. I mean, didn't you say you liked this battle system, Ark? I thought you said you liked it. Thank you very much for the 1,010 bits, though. Thank you very much. It's never a good sign if he's laughing. Never a good sign. But it is, if the battle system stays fun like this, stays interesting and engaging and fun and combo-y and cool, I'm about it. Second best tail system was the first one then, because let's see if it's a game I've played.
Remember how we went out together to pick princessias on the morning of Celica's funeral?
See, I thought...
Yeah. I was only 4, but I remember. We couldn't find any in the village or at the Cape.
Right, because the demons had made a mess of them. And then you suddenly started climbing down the edge of the cliff.
You ran over and grabbed me. You had the scariest look on your face.
Of course I did. Do you have any idea what I'd do if I lost you too?
You'd still have Arthur. He'd help you. He'll help the world. He's quite the guy.
That's probably true. But I'd still miss you like you wouldn't believe.
I know. I'm sorry, sis.
But down the cliff from where you were, a lone pair of princessia were blooming.
I remember. A gentle breeze came in, and it smelled like celery.
Gross. It smelled like a
That's right.
corpse.
That's why I believe those flowers were a message from her. Do you know what princessia flowers signify?
An irreplaceable treasure, and wishes for good health for many years to come.
Right. And that sums up my feelings nicely, Laufey.
Yeah. Me too, sis.
I thought Tales of Grace's F
Let's go to the Cape.
had a started off really good with the combat system, but like in the back half of the game it stopped being fun because it introduced really annoying you always get screwed counter kind of mechanics and stuff like that, and it just ended up being spamming one ability, da 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 da, that kind of thing.
I
So
make you some apple boo when we get home.
apple
Laufey.
boo.
Apple Boo? What's that?
Grated apples. Whenever I caught a cold when I was little, Celica would make it for me. It's sweet and tart and juicy and crisp. Eating it always made me feel better.
Well, apples are good for you. But what does the boo mean?
When I was a baby, I would always say boo-boo when I wanted to eat an apple.
So that's where the name comes from. Wait, you called apples boo-boo? You must have been a strange baby.
You used to do
My
the
brother
same
used to
thing.
call planes a me,
When
so I
Celica
mean
and I heard you, we laughed so hard.
Boo!
I don't like Japanese voice acting usually, man, guy, because it's the same tropey characters over and over and over again, the same character archetypes. It's, you know, you got like 15 types of characters that are just reused over and over and over and over and over again, and I don't like that. It becomes annoying. That's why I usually almost always will choose not to use JP voices in games. Not to mention when I'm playing a game, I want to watch my game. I want to play it, not read it.
Just look at all these.
If it's got voice acting anyway. I'm not a fan of
place
Violet or
never
Velvet so
changes,
far.
does
Her
it?
voice actress. She doesn't
It
fit
does
the
too
tone
change.
too much. She's always
The
like
seasons, the wind,
sounds
the
like she has a
weather.
smile and is
Change one and the sea's totally different.
too overly
And the
happy.
same goes for what lies across the sea.
We'll see what what happens later on, because I know she's gonna
Across the
change.
sea? Sometimes I just don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, Velvet.
Exactly. I
Thank you
saw
for
the
taking me out here
intro.
today.
You don't need to thank me.
She's gonna get claw arm and be all dark and mysterious, and maybe her VA will change for the
Hey,
better in that
Luffy.
regard.
Do you know why it is that birds fly?
Because they have wings, idiot.
Well, if they didn't, they couldn't catch food or escape from predators.
Thought so.
But you know, I think there's more to it than that. A bird that's born with wings has to...
A demon!
Meow! That is the strangest cat I've ever seen.
Laufey said, run! No matter how much it hurts, run! Velvet! Don't be scared. You can do it. You're going to be strong, like Arthur.
No, you can't!
Go! Why is a demon here?
I don't want to go alone!
You have to! Don't let your feelings get
Oh,
in the
okay.
way, or that thing will kill you too! But please, go!
Can't get me. I'm spamming block. Oh, you almost hit me.